Are you an ed student and looking for a job? Well, you are in luck. Right now, we are at the career fair at the Butterdome. So Sarah, what does CAPS have to offer in terms of the career fair this year?
Sure. So we're putting on the Education Career Fair today, and throughout the year we help education students. So if you need help with your resume, with your interview skills, with your teaching portfolio, all those kinds of things, we can help you out with those. And going forward, also on our website we have job postings, and a lot of the organizations are here that are here today post jobs on our website. So for students that missed the job fair today, or for students that came to the job fair today, they can log on to our website or go onto our website. They don't need to log on to it, which is www.caps.ualberta.ca, and check out the job postings. And each job posting has specific instructions as to how to apply to the school board that's here.
And where can we find you on campus?
So we're in the Students' Union building, on the second floor of the Students' Union building. We're also in Hub and in CSIS, so all over campus. So
Perfect. Sarah, thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Brent, why are you here at the career fair today?
I'm here because I think it's important to see your employers and meet the people that you're going to be working with, right? And kind of demystify all the things that we talk about in class and actually get to, talk to someone in person.
And what are you looking forward to this year at the career fair in particular?
I think I'm looking forward to actually meeting the people I'll be working with and seeing what they're looking for, because each board's different, and just really getting an appreciation for the profession and what it's like.
We now have Anthony Walsh. He's from Edmonton Public. So Anthony, thank you so much for being on our show as well.
Thank you for having me here, Serena.
And any words of advice for student teachers going out, finishing their APT, graduating, and applying for jobs?
Well, they've taken the first step correctly. They went to U of A. I would suggest for Edmonton Public Schools, ensure you go to the CAPS process, because the CAPS process is the only way you can apply early to the Edmonton Public Schools system. Then, when you go to apply, there's 3 areas that actually constitute the application process. One is your academic process. Now, your academic transcripts, you've already done. So that's kind of done. The other is your APT and IPT reports. You really don't have a lot of control over those at this point because you've done your best. Now, an area where you might have some way of influencing things is with your autobiographical statement and your letters of reference. For your autobiographical statement for a teacher, make sure it's about the passion. Tell us about why you want to become a teacher. Don't tell us about your journey. Tell us about what it is that's passionate, that's driving you to be a teacher. For your letters of reference that talk about your teaching ability are much better than ones that talk about you being a hard worker. You've gone through the university, we know you're a hard worker. Don't give us ones from your university professors other than maybe your practicum person. Telling us that someone from Ed Psych 404 believes you're a great person and a hard worker is not the same as someone that tells us from Olive Garden that you were shift manager and you mentored people and you talked about things like how you gave them feedback and how they improved and you set up areas for them to do it that way. Or any type of tutoring you've done, get letters from the parents, or in the case of older ones, from them themselves.
If you're applying for a rural placement, you are in luck. We have Bill, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Fort Vermilion School District. So Bill, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And any tips or advice for brand new teachers graduating from Faculty of Education?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're looking for a career, consider some of the other boards that are more rural, perhaps even north, such as what we are. And my advice is to look for a school where you get great support as you start your teaching career. Look for a school where you can have a profound impact on the lives of students, and those opportunities certainly exist in our rural boards.
And how do we apply? What is the application process?
There's different application processes for different schools. Most schools will allow you to apply online. I would certainly recommend that you go to the career fairs, meet with the folks, have conversations with them, and then if you do apply online, at least you can let the folks know that you've contacted the folks, you've seen what the school division has to offer, and it's much better than a cold resume. From my perspective, if you've done that and then you apply, I know that you're really interested in our school division.
And what is one of the coolest things about Fort Vermilion School Districts?
We offer a lot of engaging activities for our students that reach well beyond the classroom. We run a farm, we run some robotics, we do a house building program with some of our senior high kids. We run a business out of one of our schools. We do a lot of service learning as well. As we speak, we've got a team out in Nicaragua building a school for other folks. So yeah, a lot to offer in schools such as the Fort Vermilion School Division.
That sounds wonderful. Well, I'm definitely going to apply. Are you going to apply? You better apply.
Yeah,
Thank you so
themselves.
much. So what are you looking forward to from the career fair? Why are you here today?
Just to get to know different school districts and get my name out there as much as I can.
And are you applying to any jobs?
I definitely will be. Got a pre-interview tomorrow with one of the school districts, so
She got a pre-interview. That is amazing. Congratulations.
thanks. I think they're offering them to everybody, but
That's wonderful. Well, good luck.
thank you.
And now I have the pleasure of introducing you to Petros Kusmu. He is, if you didn't know, your SU president at the U of A. So Petros, thanks so much for being here.
No worries. Thanks a lot for talking to me.
And Petros, how are you liking the career fair so far?
So far, so good. The career fair is definitely one of the more exciting parts of the year. It's always nice, to step out of your classroom and ask yourself, okay, at the end of the day, what do I really want to do with all this knowledge that I'm getting and with all these experiences I have with my student groups? And, the career day, even if you're not looking for a job in the summertime, serves as a good time for self-reflection, for you to figure out what you want to end up doing. So, yeah.
Do you know what you're going to end up doing?
That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. I'm here to explore myself. So, yeah, seeing all the different career options out here. So.
And now we have Emile and Andrew. They're both Faculty of Education students. How are you liking the career fair so far?
It's excellent. There's been so many amazing exhibits. The people here have been very nice to both of us, and I can't wait to go to the next one.
What about you?
It was awesome. It was interesting. Lots of cool exhibits like the overseas opportunities here at home. It was really interesting.
And are you going to apply to any of them?
Definitely. Tons of them. All the ones I got. Yeah.
What about yourself?
I've already applied about 4 times over. They know my first, last name, and middle.
Well, good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
And now we have Shirley Mekatuk. She's from Edmonton Catholic, so we're thrilled to have her on our show. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
And any tips for teachers that are going out, graduating this year to apply for Edmonton Catholic?
Well, I would certainly say if they're graduating, they could apply online. If they just go www.ecsd, we have online application process, or they could call Human Resource and apply with us through Human Resource.
And when should we be applying for jobs? Right now, later?
I would say if the students are graduating right now, let's get the process happening. One of the things I would suggest, and I hope that some of these students have, is the 2 religion courses that are required. It will play a big part in terms of permanent status in the future of our teachers that are applying.
And if you guys didn't know, St. Joseph's College at the U of A campus is offering a certificate in Catholic education. Would that help us in terms of applying for jobs?
Certainly will. The 2 courses that are required is definitely offered there. I will assume that some of the teachers that are in the education, certificate have those courses. If not, I would encourage that they take those courses and apply to our district. We have lots of opportunities and great opportunities for our potential teachers.
So now we have Alan Menduk. He is one of the principals from Greater St. Albert Catholic School. So we're very, very excited to have him on our show as well. So any words of advice for teachers going out there right now, graduating? Any tips for applying jobs?
Well, the first and foremost thing is start looking early. Some of the jobs for next year are starting to come up from the various sites that are out there, whether it's District Office Online or Apply to Education. The other thing is to start getting your documentation in line as well. Any letters of reference, if you're looking at a Catholic school district, start speaking with your Catholic priests or your parish worship leaders, depending on your faith. As well, I would encourage you to start touching base with your mentor teachers, if you haven't already done so, about letters of reference, as sometimes you may not have contact with them once you leave the school, or they may get busy towards the end of the school year. And when it comes to any school district, most will want a criminal record or a child intervention check early on. Usually there's a 6-month window, so they want it relatively recent. So if you start that towards the end of your teaching practicum, as sometimes that may take a couple weeks to get done so that it's ready to go. And again, start looking at what's available, start applying for certification early. Don't forget your teaching quality or the TQS procedure with the ATA as well.
Okay, now we have Jeff Morris. He's from the UK, so academics in the UK, and we have the pleasure of introducing him to our show. Thank you so much for coming all the way here.
Thanks very much. I'm here today to try and recruit some of your teachers to come over to the UK.
And why are you trying to recruit us?
Well, two reasons. We have a huge shortage in the UK, and you have absolutely outstanding training. I came out last year with 5 UK principals and interviewed face-to-face with Canadian trained teachers, and the calibre, I think every single one was absolutely blown away by the teachers they met.
So what sort of opportunities are there available in the UK right now in terms of academics in the UK?
We work right across the country. We've got 9 offices from the English-Scottish border down to the south coast for elementary, high school, everything.
What's the application process?
Just send me the resume, canada@academicslimited.co.uk. We'll get in touch with lots of information about coming to UK, living in the UK, teaching in the UK, and then we can arrange time to speak about what type of school you'd be most suited to.
That's amazing. And do you hire both Catholic, public, doesn't matter?
We work right across the board. We work with some of the best schools in the country. We work with different school boards, the Church of England and the Catholic, and then the standard UK government schools.
Well, thank you so much. You have an awesome accent, by the way.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. And now we have Mr. Oscan. He's actually a U of A alumnus, and he's a social studies teacher from Rocky View Schools. So, Mr. Oscan, where are Rocky View Schools?
Well, Rocky View Schools are the horseshoe around Calgary, east, north, and west of Calgary. We have the same beautiful weather patterns that Calgary has without all the Chinooks, without the traffic congestion that Calgary has. So you can get anywhere very, very quickly.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And any tips for teachers applying to Rocky View Schools?
What I would recommend is that students go to as many career fairs as possible. Obviously, U of A career fair, and if they can go to other schools' career fairs, do that as well. Get to know the recruiters, put a face to a name, and then they should follow the procedures. Some school divisions want you to apply on a third-party website like Apply to Education, so go do that. Other school divisions want personal emails to the HR person. So that's what I would say, but the face-to-face connection is always the best way to get hired.
And how do you feel about Rocky View Schools? Do you love it? What's your experience?
I love Rocky View Schools. I chose Rocky View Schools over 2 other divisions I had job offers in.
Why do you like it so much?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of professional development in Rocky View Schools. Mentorship opportunities for beginning teachers, administrative leadership programs for want-to-be principals, many opportunities to progress throughout the education profession, I guess is the...
That's amazing. Sounds like a lot of support for young teachers out there.
Absolutely.
What is Apply to Education, and how has it helped Faculty of Education students?
So Apply to Education, we're an online applicant tracking system for school districts, and on the flip side, we provide applicants with the means to be able to apply to our districts here in Alberta with an online application form. So we currently service 72% of Alberta school boards, and giving them the opportunity to be able to just submit their documents at their fingertips. Automatically updated fluid data so they can upload their information at any time. So as they're getting teachable, certificate of qualifications, all that important stuff can be put into an application form, searchable by 72% of employers in Alberta. So
that is amazing. And what is the actual website called?
We are www.applytoeducation.com, and there you can see a list of all the affiliate schools nationwide and international, specifically Alberta, all the list of our clients and friends.
Holy moly, that is amazing. Thank you so much, Christina.
My pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Now we have a familiar face back on Edu Life, Sarah McKeon from St. Joseph's College. You might remember her from episode 4 of Edu Life. Sarah, from St. Joseph's College, any advice for young teachers trying to apply to Catholic schools?
Right now, we're telling students that they do need to have CHRTC 250 and then one of either 380 or 381. And those are the key courses to apply to the Edmonton School Board, as well as a couple surrounding ones. And for other rural districts, they also see those courses as a recommended asset on your application. If you'd like to throw on 2 more courses on top of that, then you can get our certificate in Catholic education, which again is another credential that you can add on to your resume that will hopefully strengthen your application.